Hi, everybody. You have probably heard about the recent launch of our Seek Different campaign, and today I want to show you some of the different experiences that we have on offer in the Northern Territory, starting with the Tiwi Islands. So, the Tiwi Islands are probably one of the lesser known regions of the Northern Territory. They're located about 80 k's north of Darwin and comprise of two main islands, which are Bathurst and Melville, and they are privately owned Aboriginal land. Today, they are most well known for their traditional lifestyle, for the Aboriginal arts and crafts that they produce, and for their love of Aussie rules football. The Tiwi Islanders are a really friendly bunch, and the islands have the nickname the Island of Smiles. So, to get there, there are two main options. There's the ferry, which is run by SeaLink. It takes you to the main community on Bathurst Island, and it takes about 2.5 hours. The ferry costs $60 per adult each way. You can also fly with Tiwi Air. It takes about 15 minutes in a light aircraft from Darwin and costs $175 for an adult each way. And Tiwi Air also fly to other parts of the island as well. So the best way to experience the island is on a day tour. So aside from the fishing lodges in outer parts of the islands, there's no commercial accommodation in the main community. So a day tour is the best way to explore the island. So Sealink, who also run the ferry, have two great day trip options. They have Tiwi by Design, which is a guided experience. It costs $349 for an adult, and it includes the return ferry from Darwin, a traditional welcome ceremony. There's a morning tea of damper and tea with some of the locals, and they have lunch as well included. There's a cultural art session where you get to make and take home your own screen printing. You get to meet some of the local artists and you can watch them paint and weave and sculpt. And there's also a walking tour included of the mission precinct with a local Tiwi guide. So AAT Kings also have a similar product to this. It's called the Tiwi Islands Aboriginal Cultural Tour. It's $313 per adult, and it is a very similar tour to the Sea Link one, except for you don't do the art making session. SeaLink also run a self-guided option, the Awana tour. It includes the return ferry from Darwin. There's the welcome ceremony and a walking map. That's $165. So that's a good option if you have someone that's sort of just wanting to do things on their own. And you can also go to the Tiwi Islands on your own if you want to catch the ferry or fly over and explore the village on your own. There's a community store there, but to get the best experience of the Tiwi Islands, a tour is really highly recommended. So, as I mentioned earlier, the Tiwi Islanders are well known for their art and for their love of footy. So, every March they run this really cool event called the Tiwi Island Footy Grand Final and Art Sale. So, most of the Tiwi Islands 2,600 residents come to the event, and SeaLink have a really great package which they have on offer, which is $365, and that includes the ferry, the return ferry, lunch, seating at the game, and entry into the museum. And you can also go and experience all of the different arts that are for sale, as you can see in the photo here. So for this, the ferries have two different departures from Darwin. There's a 6 a.m. and an 8 a.m. The art sales start at 9 and the footy game starts at 1. So it's a really cool experience, something completely different to anything else on offer. So that is taking place on the 21st of March this year, but it runs every year if you're listening to this and the 21st of March has passed. So here's a photo of the team starting to before they play their game. So it's a really cool experience. Some of you may have seen the movie Top End Wedding, which was released in 2019. It features well-known actress Miranda Tapsell, who was Darwin born and bred. She also co-wrote the movie, and if you've seen it, you might recognise this church, which was featured along with other parts of the Tiwi Island. So the church is included in the guided tours of the island. Now, I mentioned a little bit before that there is no accommodation offerings in the main township of Bathurst Island, but there's a couple of lodges in the more remote parts of the islands, and these are generally packaged products. So this image here is the Tiwi Island Retreat. It's a 40-minute flight from Darwin, and it's based on Bathurst Island, and they offer a packaged retreat retreat, and that includes flights and meals. There's also the Clearwater Lodge, which is on Melville Island, and that's a 30-minute flight from Darwin. They're really well known for their fishing charters, and the Melville Island Lodge, which is located at Snake Bay on Melville Island, and that's also a 30-minute flight from Darwin, and they are also known for their fishing charters. So that's just a little bit of an insight on what the Tiwi Islands have on offer. To get involved in our Seek Different campaign, we have some really great resources on our trade website, which is tourismut.com.au/trade. Here you can find some website content, some images and videos, just a little bit more information if you want to know about the campaign. We have our social media templates. We encourage you to use our hashtag #NTAustralia in your social posts, and you can watch our campaign video. It's a 2-minute video. It's really beautiful, really inspiring. So take a look. If you need any more information about this campaign, please get in touch with me. My name is Karen, and you can get me at our trade website, trade email address, which is trade.tourismnt.nt.gov.au. So thanks very much for listening in today, guys, and we'll see you soon.